You are listening to the ForceCom Frontline, bringing you to our soldiers on the front lines of readiness.
Hey everyone, welcome to the ForceCom Frontline. I'm Ashley and I'm your host, and we are still at AUSA, gathering as many conversations and talking to as many people as we can, and we are lucky enough to have Erin Burgess with us now, and she's with the MCOM Public Affairs Office, and she is going to talk to us about all things Digital Garrison app. And so, small world, me and Erin, we're neighbors in Germany, and how we get to do this in person. So thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. This is such an awesome opportunity. And it's so funny, too, the coincidence of running into each other after a couple of years. But
and you are here, came down from San Antonio, came over and up from San Antonio.
Yes.
To talk this. So
yes.
Tell me everything you can about Digital Garrison, because I'm not smart on it. And as a spouse, I feel like I probably should know a little bit more.
Yeah.
So what is the Digital Garrison app?
So Digital Garrison, it is an app that launched in 2020 as a partnership between the U.S. Army and the Army and Air Force Exchange Service, or AFES.
Okay.
So at the time, there were several competing apps at the installation level, and they were all unique. They were on different platforms. They were funded differently. And Army leaders looked at that and they said, we want an enterprise solution, something that can serve all of our Army communities with one single source. And so that's how Digital Garrison was born.
Okay.
And now it integrates information about installation quality of life services at almost 70 installations around the world.
Okay.
And it's used seamlessly from one location to another.
So what's on it?
So, great question. It intends to capture everything that's on an Army installation.
Okay.
So that's everything from your fitness and recreation to your financial readiness, childcare, shopping and retail. Basically anything that you would find on an AFES or MWR or home.army.mil website, those services are all going to be in the app as well.
Okay.
So it pulls information, like I said, from AFES, MWR, and IMCOM, and users can find information ranging from gate and facility hours of operation, directions, phone numbers. They can find upcoming events that are with the local MWR. They can find local announcements, push notifications.
That's awesome.
Yes, and it also links to additional resources like the My Army PCS app, the Army Housing website, the Army Maintenance Activity, or ARMA, and much, much more.
I feel like as PAOs, we often talk about having a place where people can go to get information. And this is really answering that call.
That's what we've tried to do, is we've tried to encompass everything into one versus having these competing platforms. And there will always be competing platforms, but we wanted to try to include as much as possible. And that's where the name comes from too, Digital Garrison. You're supposed to, everything that's at your garrison, here it is digitally.
That's awesome. So where is the app available?
You can download it for free through either the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Just search Digital Garrison, download it, and the first time you log in, it'll ask if you want to set up an account. Definitely recommend setting up an account for the best user experience, but it's that easy.
So we move a lot in the Army. You're an Air Force spouse, so you understand that. What happens when I move? It's
actually quite easy to carry the app with you from one location to another. When you first get into the app and set up your account, it will default to show you services at your nearest installation. But you can change that at any time. There's a menu that has every installation in the app, and it's as simple as opening up that menu and choosing which one you want to see. There's currently 67 locations in the app. So if, for example, if you're going TDY somewhere, you can switch to that location, get a little preview of where you're going to be for the week. Or if you're PCSing somewhere, you can switch to that location and just start to get a feel for what's on the installation.
So 67? I have no idea how many installations there are. How many installations are there?
Okay, I don't know off the top of my head exactly how many Army installations are there. I can tell you that, so I work with Installation Management Command, and Installation Management Command oversees about 73 installations. But then there are commands aside from Installation Management Command that oversee additional installations. So my best guess is there's over 100.
But you're covering like the Army.
We are, so a lot of installations that provide these quality of life services are going to be part of Installation Management Command. So the installations that have an IMCOM component, housing, MWR, those types of services for soldiers, childcare, those installations typically have an IMCOM component, and we're reaching out to those IMCOM installations with this app. And hopefully one day we'll be expanding even beyond IMCOM installations to every Army location worldwide. And big picture, dream goal is that one day it'll be bigger than Army. One day it'll be, anyone in the DoD has access to a mobile app that gives them this type of information for their installation. But for right now, it's servicing IMCOM installations.
Well, when you think about it, we knew each other from Kaiserslautern in Germany.
Yes.
And so you have the Air Force and you have the Army. And so we're Army, you're Air Force, but we spend a lot of time going to the Air Force installation.
Yes.
So that would be an awesome thing to also have.
Absolutely, yes.
And so does this cover Europe?
Yes, absolutely. So where we were in Kaiserslautern, that is one of the locations in the app. Digital Garrison, it's in Germany, it's in Italy, it is in the Benelux region. Yeah. It's also extended to Kwajalein.
Wait, where's that?
Like the Marshall Islands.
Okay. Love to go there.
It's in Honduras for the Army Support Activity, Sotocano. So it's in, I believe, 8 different countries as of now.
That's amazing. Yeah. And I mean, I'm a spouse and I've heard of this, but I guess I probably just didn't look into it enough and know the benefits of it. But it sounds like it is a really valuable resource.
We're definitely trying to make it one. Yes. Yeah. That's the intent, is that we want to keep military communities connected, which is a key part of readiness.
Absolutely.
And resiliency as well. And so this app is part of the Army's move from the industrial age to the information age, and putting all that information in one place for people to utilize. And so Digital Garrison, it's definitely still growing. It's been 2 years since our launch, but as I mentioned, we've onboarded 67 installations so far, and we have more than 265,000 downloads of the app. Yeah, so the goal is to continue to expand and hopefully one day have this app at every soldier and family member's fingertips.
So what kind of feedback have you gotten? Because you've had a ton of downloads.
Yes, we've gotten a lot of feedback. A lot of supportive feedback for things like the event feed, which is constantly updated with recent and relevant information from MWR, feedback about gate information, gate closures, the ability to have push notifications for emergent information such as lockdowns or gate closures or inclement weather or training notices. A lot of good feedback about that ability to push information quickly. We also acknowledge that there's definitely room for growth and improvement, and we've received a lot of great ideas from the field about additional features that users want to see in the app. So our hope is that with continuous optimization and establishing sustainable funding, that we'll be able to continue to improve this app so that it best serves everyone in the Army communities.
I'm having a problem today. I keep having questions and then I keep losing them. Oh, it's gone.
Because I talk too much.
You know what it was? Actually, I had it written down. How is it staying updated? I think a big challenge, things are so fluid and things change a lot. How does it stay updated?
Yes. So the app uses something called API, which is Application Programming Interface. And what it basically means is that it receives constant updates from the home.army.mil websites, the armymwr.com websites, and the Shop My Exchange websites. So as those websites, are updated, those updates are feeding the app in real time because of the API. So the people at the local level, whether that's installation public affairs offices or MWR marketing offices or the exchange team members, as they update their local sources of information, those updates flow automatically into Digital Garrison.
Okay. And so is it basically like going to any installation website basically, and just all of that information is going to be right there in my hand?
Pretty much, yes. It's not like 100% mirrored from the website, but we've taken the components of the website that are the most used, such as gate information, facility information, newcomers information is a big one, local hotlines. We've taken that information that is crucial to soldier and family readiness, and that's what we've pulled into the app.
Okay. I'm Oh my goodness. What have we not talked about? I mean,
I think we've done a really good overview. I guess, do you have any other questions about the app? Are you going to start using it?
Are you not supposed to ask me the
Are you
question?
excited to start using it now that you know a little bit more about it?
I think it is a very good resource. I think we need to do a better job sharing it.
Yes.
What are you guys doing to get the word out about it? Besides our podcast, of course.
Yes. So definitely word of mouth helps.
Yeah.
We have several different kind of marketing campaigns going on. So since this is a partnership with AAFES and with MWR, it helps because we also have their support in marketing. So if you walk into your local exchange, you'll probably see a poster for Digital Garrison somewhere in the facility. If you check out your local MWR's social media pages or website, you'll likely see an ad for Digital Garrison. So we're ensuring that placement is everywhere that people might be. Some installations have ordered pop-up displays for their high trafficked areas, such as the ID card office or the in-processing center. We do a lot of face-to-face kind of information exchanges, like why I'm here today. I'm here to promote the app and to inform people about it and to provide demonstrations and provide information. So we try to get the word out through every platform available. But what we also really rely on is that word of mouth and people using it and people talking about it. And one of the coolest features in the app is the ability for leaders to push out messages to their community, whether that's through an announcement or through a push notification. And so when we have really engaged Garrison commanders or leaders at an installation and they have information that they want to push out to their communities, they can do that through this app. And so that then increases even more people to come into the app because they don't want to miss out on that information. So just, getting leaders involved, getting soldiers involved, and continuing to spread the word through all those different channels is where we're at.
If I live in a place like Fort Drum, for example, where there's a lot of snow and there are delays and sometimes work gets canceled, do those sorts of notifications come through on this?
Yes. So it's very dependent on how the local installation is using it. So for example, that will rely on Fort Drum's team to put in that information. But yes, that capability exists. So basically as an app user, you would log in, you would make your account, and you would opt in for push notifications. There's a special setting that you have to opt in. It won't send you any notifications unless you ask for them. Also, I will add that you can opt in for kind of like emergency notifications, but not for promotional notifications. So you can kind of pick and choose what kind of notifications you want, which is really nice. It's because kind of like, sometimes you subscribe to a mailing list and you're like, I don't want all these emails. I just want the important ones.
I just downloaded an app and immediately deleted because I had like 30 notifications and I was like, I don't want this.
So this is nice because you can opt in for only the like emergent news, the installation notifications. And so if you're a user at Fort Drum, you opt in for those push notifications. And if that local public affairs office pushes out a notification that says, inclement weather has gate 1 closed today and delayed reporting, then that notification is going to pop up on your phone.
And does it also link to their social medias and stuff like that? Is that on there?
So it links, there's a lot of link outs in Digital Garrison at the moment. Installation's social media sites is one that we have not yet added. However, that is some of the feedback that we've received from the field. So we have kind of like these great ideas coming in and we love hearing feedback. The feedback is crucial to the app's growth. Just recognizing that things take time and money. And so there's a lot of great ideas that they're on kind of a queue and that one day we want to see them in the app, but please continue sending them in. And
so how do I send feedback?
So the best and easiest way is to do it straight through the app. There's actually like when you're using the app, there's the ability to submit feedback in the app and it sends it directly to AAFES because they do own the app. But when the feedback is, something that is involving our part on the Army, then they share that with us. We have a great partnership with AAFES through this app. We meet with them every single week to discuss the app and how we can optimize it and how we can troubleshoot any kind of issues people are having or get information, out there in a better format or any kind of feedback that we receive. So in-app feedback, people also leave feedback sometimes in their App Store reviews or in the Google Play Store reviews. And then, of course, anyone, in the service that wants to reach out to Installation Management Command, to myself, Erin Burgess, or to Sarah Luna, we are the Installation Management Command headquarters POCs and leads for Digital Garrison.
Okay.
So our inbox is open anytime.
All right. And we'll be sure to include a link to the download of the app in our show notes.
Wonderful.
So
yeah.
hopefully we can help you out.
Yeah, check it out. Like I said, this app has been around for a couple years and it's come a long way in that time span, but we're still trying to grow and get it out there to as many people as possible.
Well, and side note, I feel like a lot of times people look at maybe, the Army's pushing out this app. It's not going to be that great. It's going to be, from 2010 or whatever and whatnot. So I think this is really important that we are, getting up to speed a little bit more and getting with the times, I guess.
Yeah, no, definitely trying to keep it modern. I know what you mean. Sometimes you open an app and it's like, okay, this looks like it might be 10 years old. The buttons don't work, things like that. Digital Garrison, it has a nice interface. The user experience is good. And again, that's based on feedback. There's been many times where people have said, this feature should be here and this screen should look like this. And that feedback is crucial to keeping it, relevant and modern.
Awesome. And you guys are taking that feedback. I think that's important to note too. That when you do send something, that you're not just it's not gonna get thrown away.
Yes.
Everything's taken and looked at.
Definitely.
So. Well, is there anything that we haven't touched on?
Just thank you to our partners. Thank you to everyone that has helped Digital Garrison get to where it is today. Big thank you to AAFES who, took this product from the ground and built it. And thank you to everyone in Installation Management Command who has helped, and Army Materiel Command and MWR. There's a lot of partners and key players in this app that have gotten it to where it is today. And to everyone listening, I hope you check it out. I hope you download it. I hope you get good use out of it. And again, like I said, feedback is always welcome.
All right. Well, thank you, Erin. It was good to see you and good to talk to you again. And thank you for doing this.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Anytime.
Yeah, absolutely.